Good evening. I'm one of the colleagues. My name is Gene Gessow, and I'm the director of the Iowa Department of Human Services. The Iowa Department of Human Services is one of the agencies created by the people of Iowa to help pay for and, to some extent, regulate the provision of direct care services to tens of thousands of Iowans. And I had 4 minutes, and I was trying to think of all the things that I could say in 4 minutes, and then decided that probably wouldn't be a good idea. I should try and find one thing to say in 4 minutes. And I guess I'm going to say something that perhaps is different than what we usually talk about. I think one of the things that the state of Iowa needs is an additional model for the organization and delivery of direct care services. Now, we have certain models that exist. Hospitals are one model. Nursing homes are another model. Assisted care facilities are another model. Those are largely, ICFMRs are another model. Those are largely institutional models, and there are people who need services in those institutions, and those are certainly both viable and developing and important institutions for the organization delivery of direct care. However, when you get into community-based services, sort of the availability of models is a little bit more limited. There are home health agencies which provide some direct, a portion of their services are direct care. And then there are other forms of agencies, but I'm not sure that we necessarily have identified the most effective organization method for delivery of direct care basically in a non-institutional framework. And I'm not talking about representation of direct care workers, because the Iowa Direct Care Association does a very good job of that. But I'm talking about more of a business model that will work. And what would be the characteristics of a business model that would be good for organization delivery? One, it would provide its employees, let's say, just call them employees for a second, with decent pay, education benefits, career paths, support and services, opportunities for vacation, opportunities for retirement planning, some job security, and those are sort of, if I was looking to buy direct care, which actually I do, I would be looking for an organization such as that to buy it through, because I think if direct care workers had those kind of benefits and operated in that kind of area, it would be good for everybody. That is the way we should purchase it. And I don't have any particular answers to the question. But in terms of finding the right question, I think that actually is possibly one of the questions we should be asking ourselves. And I think to some extent, as we reach answers for those, to make those answers meaningful, that will really require, in this particular case, the active involvement in state government and state government policymakers, because it is they that will have to sort of recognize those as effective models, and therefore decide that that is how, and through such organizations, is how we're actually going to pay for that care and buy that care. So, thank you. Well, I think I'd like to reserve it probably for questions that people might have about what the heck he was talking about in the first place.